Hello one and all, welcome back to ArcheAge Inspiration. My name is Cilantro. Today's rolls are 3, 7, and 10. That gives us Occultism, Oromancy, and Vitalism, which makes us into an Edgewalker. Alright, let's see what that can do. So for the Edgewalker, I have designed a full-fledged healer with some support elements, mostly area of effect related, and some good crowd control and anti-crowd control measures. So first we'll go over the healing package. This is about as good as you can get as far as healing goes. We have Antithesis, Mirror Light, Resurgence, Fervent Healing. Even decided to take Mend. Normally Mend isn't super great, but it is there in case you need it. It's very mana heavy, mana hungry, so if you have plenty of potions to chug, you can use it at will, but otherwise, you're going to be burning through your mana very quickly. Yeah, 1,227 mana is one of the highest mana costs in the game, I'm pretty sure. Aaron Zib's Boon for its lovely little buff. It's not a ton, but it's there. And then a few passives here. Quick Recovery for more frequent cooldowns, as well as Joyous Spirit. Defiance for some magic defense boost to help mitigate some damage on your team. And Invigorated Healing, so whenever you do get a healing critical, you get a large boost to your healing amount. Oromancy, we pick up Thwart and Hearten. This will give us a reduced global cooldown in addition to reduced cooldowns for some of our healing spells, which is nice. We also take Conversion Shield. Conversion Shield is good for magical mitigation as well as to make Antithesis a instant cast spell, allowing you to remain mobile during combat. Shrug It Off and Liberation help round out some of the anti-crowd control elements from the Oromancy package. Teleportation gives us maneuverability. Vicious Implosion pairs well with Hell Spear and Skewer as some anti-initiation crowd control measures. So if people are joining up around you, you can use Vicious Implosion, Hell Spear, follow up with Stillness to silence everybody, and then move out of the way as needed. Skewer and Hell Spear themselves actually combo quite nicely. But the problem is that Skewer's cast time makes it prohibitively difficult to actually combo with Hellspear usually. One thing you can try to do, especially if you're on the open seas, is you can cast a Skewer on an enemy ship, blink in using teleportation, and then immediately follow up with a Hellspear. If you're quick enough with a short enough global cooldown, they may even combo, resulting in a large amount of damage. But I highly recommend, of course, switching to a caster weapon while doing so. I did go ahead and decide to get a single damage passive for the purposes of augmenting our Hell Spear and our Skewer and our Vicious Implosion. It's actually a pretty good amount of burst you can do. A fully empowered Vicious Implosion with enough thwart stacks will do a couple thousand damage, as will Skewer and Hell Spear. So this allows you to be a competent initiator in group fights. And of course, like I said, you can use Stillness. But Reprisal is nice because it's a very efficient point you can put in. 1 point gets you 20% magical critical rate. And it's pretty easy to trigger very often. The duration's also quite long, 10 seconds. If you keep Resurgence on yourself, there's a good chance that you'll get a critical heal. And the critical heal will actually trigger Reprisal. So just something to keep in mind is even if you're going offense, I would highly recommend casting Resurgence. Without proper healing equipment, it's not going to heal you for very much while it's ticking, but it will trigger Reprisal as well as any other combat damage you'll actually be taking from enemies and such. So that's pretty much all I had to say about the Edgewalker. There's no fancy combo chains here or anything. It's pretty straightforward, just a nice healing package. We do miss out on the Songcraft heals, which are quite nice, but this is still pretty good for a PvP situation. One of the biggest reasons you want to pick up Songcraft heals is to fill in between cooldowns, and that's one of the things that's nice about Thwart, is that it does give you the Inspire stacks that you need to get the cooldown reduction from Antithesis. Many healing specs also do not take Joyous Spirit because it's a 10-point passive, but I feel like this one can afford it quite nicely. So there you go, Edgewalker. Versatile, strong healer with some AoE presence, and good anti-crowd control. Not a bad build. That's all I had to say about this class. See you next time. Thanks for watching, and thanks for liking the video. See you soon.